Gentlemen, good morning. We are back. I don't know if you can see me. We just made the bed. Biggest tip I can give you guys, and this isn't like straight out of the book, Make Your Bed by Admiral McRaven, but once you make your bed and you put these like fancy comforter pillows on and everything, you're done, bro. You're not gonna wanna go back to bed. You're already up, because you can't lie to your mind. There are so many people that say, hey, how do you get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30 every single day? Well, I'll tell you, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. You have to become a sayer. Meaning, if I say I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m., I wake up at 4 a.m. And that's it. We're going to go read some scripture. I'm currently working in Romans right now. And then we're going to hit this long run. And we do have my ultra marathon in 2 weeks. So I'll probably do 15 miles. And this will probably be the last longer run that I do before this 50-mile race.
The lightning shows my weakness.
Okay, gentlemen, so we are back, 16.14. And we held a 7-minute pace, a little over 7 minutes. So everything in my life is going really well. And it just kind of goes to show that the work, when you put in the work works. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna get showered and changed up. That was a great run though. Let's go. Good morning, gentlemen. So it is the next day of my 2-day massive training block before we taper into the next 2 weeks for my ultra marathon. So we're all kitted up. We got the Cervelo S5. The tire pressures are checked. I have my gels, a protein bar, and sodium and carbs on the bike. So we're good to go there. Fully dressed, obviously, and we're just waiting for the sun to come up just a little bit more. As you can see, it's a little overcast today, so the sun was projected to rise at 6:50. It is now 6:40, and it's up, but I think the clouds are kind of keeping it from, the strong daylight coming through. So we're gonna hop on this bike shortly. We're just being disciplined and vigilant, and then we will get this 60-mile ride in. So yesterday we did 16 miles. We held a 7:11 pace. Today we're gonna go out for 60 miles on the bike, and we will probably hold nothing crazy, probably around 220 watts, and then for the power, and then for speed, maybe right at 19, 20 miles per hour. So we'll see. It's pretty flat around here. It's not too bad, but loving the bike. It's been awesome, man. It's a fast bike, and I'm just loving the getting ready for the next stage of prep for me, which is going to be obviously Ironman prep here shortly. Once I finish this ultra marathon prep, which is pretty much done, I'm in good shape. I'm pretty much ready to run the 50-mile race in 2 weeks in New England. So I will document all that as well, but just really excited and feeling blessed to be able to just do all this stuff, man. To just run at a really high level, to bike, to swim, no pains, no issues, Everything's dialed in, my nutrition, my sleep, right? My fueling, my social life. I'm very just focused and disciplined right now. And yeah, man, I just couldn't feel more blessed than I do right now. So if you're struggling with any of this, I'll have a link down in the description that you can fill out to qualify, to apply, or apply to qualify to work with me one-on-one, so we can sort some of this stuff out in your life, And I'm not going to train you. It's not like you got to do an Ironman. You don't got to do an ultra marathon, but you got to be in shape. You got to get leaner, and you got to at least be able to get up out of bed, move, and not have any pains or injuries or issues or feel like ass. You should have energy. If you are below 50, right, you should have energy to do whatever it is you want to do in your life with zero restrictions. So Anyways, the sun's coming up, so I'm gonna get on this bike and we'll talk
shows
soon.
my weakness, the thunder knows my secrets. The storm is like a brother, it knows me like no other. So let it rumble, let it roll.
Okay, gentlemen, so we just wrapped up on the bike, and I think that went pretty good. Got some organic grapes. We did 64, almost 64 miles, 70 unofficially. So what happened was my radar on my bike, this thing right here, isn't working properly, bro. It pissed me the fuck up. So I had to pair it with this monitor, the computer, I had to stop and start several times. So we did an additional 9 miles before I was like, you know what, the hell with this thing. I'm just going to leave it. Fuck it. And the radar really helps when you're on the road, bro. Because you can know, one, it's got the light, but two, you know when cars are coming up on you, on your ass. And it'll show it to you on the monitor. It's super, super awesome. We got some fitness in this weekend. Tonight we do have the American Stallion group coaching call. So I gotta get ready for that. And I'm also going live on Instagram tonight. And, to anyone also on my other socials as well who wants to just join in. But okay, so gentlemen, another thing I get asked is, how do I maintain all this and an amazing physique all at the same time? I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. You have to prioritize and set up your calendar for you, not other people, right? If you're constantly running your business out of your calendar, but you're not putting in time for your health, for your meal prep, for your grocery shopping, for your training, how do you expect to be able to operate and manage everything at an extremely high level and have the physique that you want? So I literally put everything in my calendar. We're about to move cattle right now. It is the afternoon, almost the evening time. It's been overcast all day. The weather kind of sucks, but I put everything in there. So we're going to go do that, because if I don't put it in there, it just doesn't get done. It doesn't get done, and then I don't ultimately have the physique that I want, bro, because that is number one priority. That is a non-negotiable for me is, I will not surrender. I will not cave in. I will not surrender. I will be ripped, and I will stay ripped for forever, for the rest of the time. For the rest of the time that I'm on this earth, at least. So let's go move these cows. All right, gentlemen, so we just moved the cattle. They were over here. You can see where they put a pretty good dent in the paddock that they were in all day yesterday. And if you're new to the channel, we move the cows every single day. So today they were here. We just moved them into here, and tomorrow they'll go over there. So, and then so on and so forth. And we just rotate them around all of our farms. And we do this because it allows the soil to be extremely healthy, because the grasses can recuperate and grow back at a much faster rate. When you overgraze the grass into the dirt, you go by a lot of these farms and they just look like there's massive putting greens out there with ragweed sticking up here and there. When you overgraze these farms, the soil becomes extremely inefficient. The grass doesn't grow as fast. And as a result, these guys, they don't get as healthy or as fat on grass as quickly as they should be. And then because of that, right, from a business standpoint, I don't make as much money because I don't have as much yield as fast. So we need to keep these guys fat, and we need to keep them moving. And that's how you do it. You keep them moving, and you keep them fat by keeping them moving, and you keep your grasses long. You don't graze it into the dust, into the dirt, where it doesn't have the opportunity to grow back as fast. Remember, healthy soil, healthy plants, healthy animals, healthy humans. So that's going to wrap up the YouTube video for today. I'm going to get inside. I'm going to prep some dinner. And like I said, if you need help with any of this stuff, not really the farming stuff, but this, the mindset, dialing in your systems, dialing in your schedule, your nutrition, so you can develop an amazing physique, the link is down in the description. So we will talk soon, gentlemen. See you soon.